TTC subway users in the West End experiencing a major service disruption right now. That could last for days. It's all because of a fire near Islington subway station Thursday afternoon. Our Ali Chiasson is at the station right now. So what's the update, Ali?
Well, Dwight, right now we are overlooking the subway tracks where the fire broke out yesterday, and we have heard clanging, and we have seen TTC inspectors just over my shoulder here inspecting, but still no subway cars moving through here along line 2. So they have been focusing their attention on a signal terminal at track level, and that is where the fire broke out. It knocked out the power between Kipling and Jane Station, which really ground the subway cars to a halt yesterday afternoon. And so I just actually got off the phone with police, and they say this is not a case of arson. That is not how they are investigating it here. So it's becoming more and more clear that this may have been an equipment failure that resulted in a fire, but regardless of the cause of that fire, it certainly caused commuter chaos this morning. Have a listen.
Oh yeah, I'm just trying to cope up with the situation as it is now.
Did it add to your commute by like how long?
I had another, I think, 45 minutes. So it was really something, especially in the morning, right?
Shuttle bus is not really an option for me, so Uber's the only choice, unfortunately. Gotta do it.
Not good. I don't like it because I'm so late at my work now.
The one time I take the subway in about 3 years and then it's down, so that kind of sucks.
So the repair work is currently underway, and it could take a few days. Here's TTC spokesperson Stuart Green with the details.
What we know is that around 3:30 yesterday, there was a fire near our Islington Station in the open cut area. It was along a fence line, so we're not quite sure if it started on TTC property or off TTC property. But the bottom line is that a box that we have there that contains a number of cables for signaling, communications, other sorts of things, was severely damaged. So we haven't been able to run train service since yesterday afternoon, and right now we're still turning back between Kipling and Jane stations. We're running shuttle buses, but they're running along Bloor. There are about 60 of them, and they are in mixed traffic, so they're probably going to be moving slower than usual. Our best advice to people is to plan ahead. If at all possible, look at alternatives like Go Transit. Go has a service that runs at Kipling Station. I believe it's only rush hour service, but they also have Lakeshore West service. So if you're coming in from the west, it may be better to go down to Lakeshore West Line and take the Go train in and out of downtown. And you can do that on a TTC fare. What we're trying to do as well is shorten that closure so that it's only, say, Kipling to Islington, because Kipling to Jane is quite a long stretch. And as I say, the buses are moving in mixed traffic, so they will be moving slower than usual. Fortunately, because of the nature of this, we just didn't know the extent of it. We had calls last night at 7 and again at 11 p.m. To really work through this and understand what was going on. Our intent was to keep the closure as short as possible. It was really only late last night that we determined that, no, we're not going to be able to do anything better than Jane to Kipling.
So because this isn't a police investigation, like we said, we've confirmed that this is not a case of arson, then the repair workers can just focus on doing exactly that, repairing the equipment and hopefully getting the subway trains moving through along here. You just heard Stuart Green there with the TTC suggesting alternate routes, taking the GO train into town, maybe the Up Express. Of course, you could be like those other TTC riders this morning, maybe opting for an Uber or hopping into a cab. But if you must take line 2, try to travel a little bit further eastward. So consider Jane Station. That's a good idea. Consider that as your end of the line throughout the weekend, because the line 2 subways are running so far so good cleanly along line 2 from Jane and into the rest of the core. Send it back to you, Dwight.
Yeah, we hope it's all fixed by the commute on Monday morning. Thank you, Ali.